Have you ever felt forgotten? Like you're walking through a wilderness, carrying a broken heart, and wondering if anyone in the universe even sees you. There was a woman who knew that feeling all too well. Her name was Hagar, and this is her hidden prayer, a cry from someone who discovered that even in exile, God still sees. The desert wind stung her face as she walked, completely alone, carrying a child and a heart shattered by rejection. Every step echoed with questions, and every tear fell unheard onto the sand, or so she thought, because heaven was listening. She whispered into the vast, unforgiving emptiness, "Lord, do you see me?" It's a question every single one of us has asked when life feels unjust and love feels a million miles away. And the Lord answered, not with a booming voice, but with a silence that spoke louder than thunder. He sent an angel to find her by a spring of water and called her by name. Because God always, always finds those who think they are lost. The angel said, "Return and trust. Your story isn't over." The angel told her the son she carried would live, and that, through her immense pain, a divine promise would rise. And in that moment, Hagar bowed her head and breathed out the prayer that still changes hearts today. "You are the God who sees me, for I have now seen the one who sees me." In that instant, her shame melted into strength, her loneliness transformed into a powerful revelation. Her tears became a testimony, and the barren desert became holy ground. Lord, this is our hidden prayer today. When we feel unseen, when rejection cuts deep, and the path ahead seems endless and bleak, remind us that you see the single mother holding on by a thread of faith. You see the man fighting silent battles no one knows about. You see the young person searching for their identity and the elder waiting for peace. You see every single one of us. We thank you for being the God who notices the unnoticed, who calls us by name when the world has forgotten our story. You find us beside our own wells of despair and miraculously turn them into wells of life. Father, when we wander, find us. When we try to hide, call us out. When we run from our pain, lead us toward our purpose. Teach us that the desert isn't a punishment, but a place of preparation. And that your silence isn't absence, but a part of your strategy. You are the God who sees, and because you see, we can keep going, even when the shadows stretch long and accusing voices echo in our minds. Your grace is our defense. Just as Hagar lifted her eyes and saw a spring of water glistening in the sun, a refreshment you had placed beside her all along, Lord, open our eyes. Open our eyes to the wells of hope hidden in our own deserts. Let this wilderness become a place of worship, and this wandering become our witness until our pain births our purpose. We confess that sometimes we're not running from other people. We're running from our own reflection. Heal the parts of us that doubt our own worth. Remind us that your gaze isn't one of condemnation, but of deep compassion. You don't see us for what we were, but for what you are forming us to become. You see treasure in our trials, faith in our failures, and beauty beneath our scars. You are the God who saw Hagar. You're the same God who saw Hannah's silent tears, David's hidden fears, and every broken disciple's doubt, and you still choose to redeem. So today, we lift our eyes to heaven and whisper, El-R-O-I, the God who sees me. See the pain we hide behind our smiles, the fear we mask with confidence, and the sheer exhaustion behind our strongest prayers. Look upon us with mercy and cover us with your presence. Let your sight bring healing. Let your vision bring direction. Let your compassion rewrite our stories. For those walking through loneliness, remind them that isolation is not invisibility. And for those who have to start all over again, remind them that your grace is already there, waiting for them. We praise you because your eyes never leave your children. You watched over Hagar in her wilderness, and we trust that you will watch over us in ours, turning despair into destiny and exile into a divine encounter. You replace our fear with faith and our silence with a song. Right now, we choose to believe that you are still seeing, still saving, and still sustaining. Let your vision for us lift us higher, pulling us out of shame, regret, and fear. Show us who we are through your eyes, loved, chosen, and more than enough. We surrender our running, our hiding, and our striving, and we choose to rest under your loving gaze. When life feels like an endless desert, remind us that wells of refreshment wait just ahead. When our faith feels faint, remind us that you already see the victorious outcome. Because you see, we can find the strength to forgive. We can find the courage to begin again. We can keep walking. May every single person listening find peace in knowing that the same God who saw Hagar sees you right now, at this very moment. And the God who sees is the God who stays. When we look back on our lives, may we say, just as she did, I have seen the one who sees me, and know that we will never be the same. Amen. Thank you for joining me in this moment of reflection. If this message touched your heart, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content that encourages your walk of faith. We're so glad you're part of this community.